and we rolling.
Rolling.
Peace, King. Peace, King.
Peace, King.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, we here, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We here, man. So listen, give me some background story. Give me a little history. Let me know what we're going to be listening to, and then we'll go from there, my brother.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, I go by the name of SABO. I wear many hats, from anything from veteran, combat veteran, husband, father, activist, artist, and outreach coordinator. Everything.
Awesome.
But what brings us to this moment right now is the picking of the minds, the picking up of your genius brain, man. To
Thank you, my brother.
Of course, to see what kind of insight you can provide on my latest album that I dropped on July 4th, titled Prolonged Exposure.
Okay.
It's my sixth studio album.
Congrats, man.
Thank you. This one was crazy. A lot of stuff went into it, a lot of emotions. I ain't dropped a project in about 1.5 years. I took some time to kind of, get the mind right. I don't know if you can see, but
yes, sir.
Background, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
It's official. You know what I mean? There's no, how do you state? There's no fugazing the lyrics.
Got you.
It's all official, certified, what's in my lyrics, and I pride myself on content. I pride myself on being able to tell a story, and I pride myself on being able to connect with other veterans or anybody that listens to the music, because I try to do, I speak on a lot of things, especially like mental health, depression, just a lot of topics that kind of, go over the head for a lot of mainstream artists, what I mean?
Sir.
So, salute to everybody who's tuning in or is going to watch this eventually. And much love, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for this opportunity, of course.
No doubt, man. First off, thank you for your service. I'm sure the stories you have, the experiences you have, that probably you haven't even shared is probably a lot. You know what I mean? So I love the fact that you're in the space that you're in, and enlightening people with your music and using real life and realness of you as a human being and sharing that throughout your music. Because, obviously, we can always see and hear about what's happening, in regards to the music that's coming out. A lot of the youngins are doing their thing, and it's no shock to anybody. If you're able to create music and provide for yourself and for your loved ones, power to it. But in regards to substance, we don't get a lot of that, these days. And it's you kind of feel like, man, do the world want substance? Do they want to hear real talk, reality? And the answer to that question is yes. Yes, it may not be on a level where we're hearing the right things on the radio or people and artists of yourself are getting the right push that you deserve and need. Of course, that's the challenge. But people do want to hear real. People want to do want to hear truth. So I respect the fact that, you're being real and you're being yourself. I when I meet with artists and I sit down with them and they say, well, what do I need? What do I need to do? The first thing I always say is, I always ask the question, are you passionate in regards to what you're doing musically? And I get various answers. Is this a love and a passion? And then once I get past that question, it's like, you got to be you. That's what I feel makes artists successful when it comes to, their success in the music game, right? Chris Brown's, the Trey Songs, the Jay-Z's, like, these are artists that are successful, right? But talk about who they are and what they do. Trey love women, so he's telling the world he invented sex and I'ma steal your girl, and that's who he is. That's what he represents. Chris is an entertainer, love, dancing, breaking, and flips, and he's going to entertain you and give you an amazing show. So everybody has their own area. So it's about identifying what your area is, what your strengths are, and giving the world and giving the people that. So I'm excited to hear, what you've sent. I'll pull up the emails now. So I see part one and two, and then 2 and 2. So I'm guessing I should pull up that one first. I will be sending 2 separate emails due to the files not fitting in one. Part 1 and 2. And are these the order that you want me to play? I see Tough Talk is number 1.
Tough Talk is number.
Murder featuring Dero is number 2, and that's in one email. And then I guess the other records are in the other email. So do we want to start off with Tough Talk?
Yeah, we can start off with Tough Talk. The reason why I put it in that order is because even though it's I got it right here, 12 track, still keeping it classy. Even though it's a 12 track album, those 4 songs alone it's almost like a crash course, like a condensed abstract of the album. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Just a little quick more background. I grew up in Miami.
Okay.
You know, so when I first started doing music, I was more into obviously straight hip hop, just on some grimy, greedy type of content. Eventually, kind of evolved into this, you know, new genre that we're trying to make mainstream, which is what we call warfighter music.
Okay.
You know, so that's the whole military, you know, type of soldier rhymes. You know what I mean? And plus, I grew up in the No Limit era and type of things. You know, so it kind of goes in. So with the Tough Talk, that's a more mature type of mentality that I'm able to, you know, I got 3 kids, baby. So it's like,
yes, sir.
I got to try to, you know, give them that tough talk. And even at the same time, if I'm talking to my homeboy and he effing up, it's like, oh, I got to give you that tough talk, homie.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
you got to tighten up.
I like that.
So to give it a little bit of a background, Tough Talk, I mean, I don't know how we're going to do it. I can play here.
No, I got it here. Because and that's the reason why I want you to send it, is so that I can hear everything the right way. The top quality sound. I mean, you already know what your record sounds like, so I just wanted you to send it to me so that I can hear at top quality, you know what I mean, and full volume on my end. So I'll play on my end. I'm gonna press play right now. I'm gonna get into it right now. Tough Talk. Hey, I'm locked in.
Locked in. About that.
That's all. That's hard.
Thank you, man.
That's hard.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Sheesh.
Thank you.
That's hard right there, man. I ain't got no constructive criticism for that. That's banging right there. Sheesh. And you got New York bangers on that too. That's the fam right there.
And I'm woo.
Yeah.
I've been rocking with them for a minute, man.
Sheesh.
Nah, man, but yeah, I appreciate that, man. That's the fourth song on the album, so it kind of gradually leads up to that Tough Talk, and then the sixth track of the album is the one that's actually, I'm sorry, hold on. The third track of the album is the song right before Tough Talk, which is Murder.
Murder. Okay, cool. I'm gonna get into that right now.
That's it. That's pretty much it for that one.
So hold on, let me turn down.
Yeah, that one fades out.
So that was who was on the end rapping?
That was my believe it or not, it's my brother-in-law Dero.
Nice. Now, what I like about the song, one, I like the truth and the realness of the song, right? Now, what I do like, I like that flow he attacked more than the laid back joint.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You know, and I know you approached it the way you approached it, but for me, when that second half came in, it just had a different type of energy. You know what I'm saying? Almost wanting and wishing that you had that same because it would have just showed a different, like another level of versatility to you. Because I know you can spit like that too. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I was on the first part.
Right. So did you had?
I was on the first part of the second verse.
Okay, so you wasn't right. So hold on. So that's still you, right? Nah. Better rum, better than a dumb. That's Dero right there.
Me.
That's you right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Woo. That's a highlight for me on the whole record.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So you set it off that way.
Yeah, I set it
Yeah,
off.
bro. Yeah, listen, I wish you would have gave me that from top to bottom, because it just brings a whole different type of energy, bro. Like, I'm not mad at the other part, but the other part, I'm like, I'm real cool, I'm real calm, I'm real laid back, and I'm listening, but you saying some real powerful stuff. So I'm like, if you would have just gave me the same thing you saying with those dynamics and that pattern, like, I would have been locked in a little harder and would have been like rocking more instead of. But it depends on what you want it to be. Did you want it to be more of a sit back, let me listen, chill, or did you want it to be more of like, I'm gonna listen, but damn, he's giving me so much energy into this joint too. Like, imagine, like, I'm not sure if you performed it already, right? But imagine performing that shit to like 10,000 people, and you go into that. They gonna be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just like a moment where that's my favorite part of the record, bro.
No, believe it or not, I did like a quarantine performance in the when the album released in the crib, and the way I performed that particular song, we set it up where I had candles around me. It was pitch black. It was just the ambiance and the silhouette. So the way it begins, all mysterious, all slow. I had the scully down, the hoodie up, and then right when that second part came in,
it's crazy.
Up and just boom.
Like,
you know what I mean?
I like that. I can live with that. See, that's why visuals are so important. You know what I'm saying? Visuals, like you said, performances, because now me, without seeing a visual and without seeing you perform, I'm like, here's a vibe that I got. But when you set it up the way you set it up just now, where it's like, nah, so what I did was I had black, I had the candles lit, it was boom, boom, and then when that part came in, like, visual, that's why visuals are so important, bro.
Like was going, I got like a big old Nipsey Hussle tribute on back out there.
Nice.
It was dope. It was
nice. And I even like the front, the picture that you have with the blue hoodie. That's the front cover.
That's the front cover.
Yeah, that's hard, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, that's hard. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Just open the prolonged exposure. That shot is fire.
Thank you,
nice.
Man.
The soldiers, nice. The soldiers' Lord's voice, dope. Okay, so I got the second email pulled up right now. And I don't want to mispronounce that. How would I say that? Fallujah?
Fallujah.
So now, which one is going first? Fallujah, or continue mission?
So Fallujah. Little backstory.
Yeah, I was about to ask you for that. Yep.
All right. So Fallujah back in 0405. This is an actual city and town in Iraq.
Wow.
Where I was deployed to. Is one of the, for our era, is one of the most famous battles that we were in. And me, I was a tanker in the battle.
Wow.
So somehow I survived that. The only issue was, it's not really an issue, but the Marines got all the credit.
Wow.
Army. So the Marines got all the credit. And they made documentaries about it. They made, I don't know if they made an actual movie, but they made several documentaries about it, National Geographic scenes. And it's always been like the Marines did this, the Marines did that. But the problem was that the Marines contacted the Army to help them liberate that city.
Wow.
Not only with the Army, it was, I gotta bring it out.
Let's do it.
It was the tankers, you know what I'm saying? So when that song I mean, I got out in 2007. The
Okay.
battle was 4 and 05.
Okay.
So imagine we're in 2000, about to be 2021. It took me this long to even write the song. You know what I mean?
Imagine.
From my perspective. So the song is, it's more of a, not to get too much detail on it, but it's more of a my perspective type of track.
Okay.
Pretty much. I mean, that's pretty much what it is right there.
Got you. Wow, man. That's powerful, bro.
Thank you.
All right, cool. Pop tapping in.
All right, good luck.
That's hard.
Boom.
It's hard, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Now let me ask you this: are you? And it's probably a challenge to do, but I'm just curious. Have you been able to target other Army colleagues and people that you've served with, even people that you haven't served with, to hear this music?
Yeah, to be honest with you, that's predominantly my demographics. You know what I mean? I've realized, I found that out with, obviously analytics and all that, but I found that out probably on my second or third album.
Wow.
Yeah, I found out real quick who was buying it, who was actually spending money on the art, pretty much, and I found out who wasn't.
Right.
So all my military related music is an album format. All my urban, street, grimy type of music, I put those on mixtapes for the free. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's how, I mean, throughout the years, that's how I figured it out. I'm like, oh man, I'm getting this love and support from not only Army, but just the what we call it, the warfighter community as a totality.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, sir. To answer your question,
man. That's dope, man. Because I'm sure, again, so many people who have, seen what you've seen, can relate to this so much more. But what I love about it, for people like myself who haven't experienced what you've experienced, it allows you to take me on a journey of what you experienced. Now, of course, I won't have the experience of you actually being there, right? But it allows me to get as close as I can possibly get through your vision and through what you say. And what I love about it is the fact that you're really painting the picture. Like you're really painting the picture. Like I was really listening to it, your lyrics and what you were saying. You're painting a picture of what you went through, what's going on, what you felt. Bombs dropping. You got the sound effects. Like it's like you're really creating a movie, man. Like a movie that I'm listening to in my ear in regards to what your experiences were, man. So I really applaud that's what you're making, because that's who you are. That's what you come from. That's what you've seen. That's what you've been a part of. And I love the fact that I wouldn't say found your niche, but just really were able to focus on, like you said, who your demographic were. You know what I'm saying? Like you could have been aiming at the wrong people, but it's like, nah, okay, I get it. I respect it. I appreciate it. And now I'm a target who I'm a target, and I'm going to really focus on, my demographics. So I think that's very important. A lot of artists don't understand that and just feel like they can just have music, release music, target everybody. And it's like, nah, not everything's for everybody. As dope as we may feel Jay-Z and Beyonce is, bro, there's millions of people that's like, nah, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? That they'd be like, yo, I want to hear SABO. Like, I want to hear that. I relate to that. I don't relate to Maybachs. I don't relate to living in the penthouse. I'm in a trap. I'm in the world. I'm in a war. And it may not be the actual war that you fought, but a war mentally. You know what I'm saying? A war from being on the block. You know what I mean? So I love that, man. I love that, man. It's like, I just love how you're painting this picture, man. And it's vivid, and
it took a while, man, because it was a 3 to 4 week battle. And it's like, how do you like the song should be a movie. Right. So it's like, how do you minimize that into a average 3 minute, 30-second type of song. Right. And I'm gonna give myself a more challenge, and I'm gonna condense it to about 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Wow.
Short, quick, boom. You know what I mean? I try to give it a catchy hook to more of the modern times.
Yes, sir.
Competitive, you know what I mean? So it was a challenge, man. It was a real challenge, not only to write it, to put it on paper, to clear and articulate of what I actually witnessed, and at the same time, you know what I mean, give respect to the Marines, but at the same time, pull my chest down. It's like, yo,
this is what it is.
It's what it is.
I like that.
Know what really happened, you know what I mean? And it's one of those competitive rivalries, you know what I mean? So
gotcha.
Yeah, yes sir.
I like that. All right, cool. Let's jump into this. Let me see where it's at. This last record, and then I'll just kind of open it up for whatever questions you may have, and give you some more. Hold on, okay, you want me to set that up?
Yeah. This last record it's the last record of the actual album.
Okay.
I try to leave the album on a positive note. It might get a little crazy in between, hints on track murder.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I try to leave out with a positive attitude and a positive vibes. And with Continue Mission, it's one of those inspirational tracks. I try to follow up from an old inspirational track that was on my second album. That was one of the fan favorites. It's more like an anthem, more of a pick me up when you're down type of thing.
Okay.
And at the same time, it's more of a plea from me to others that might be in that state of mind and say, hey, it's okay, you know what I mean, to go to therapy. It's okay to seek mental health. You know what I'm saying? Don't tuck away that emotion in, because sooner or later you're gonna explode. You feel me?
Right.
So from experience, I put together Continue Mission, and I'll let you tell me what you.
Dope. And I love, again, before I even play it, it's so thought out. It's so thought out. It's so structured in a great way, in which like there's a story to everything. Everything fits, you know, right along, and everything ties within one another. Like I think that's great, man. A lot of artists don't understand that concept, you know, and you do, you know, and I'm not sure if it's the amount of music you released and put out. I'm not sure if it was like, you know, trial and error of you figuring out what works, what don't, or what's best for you, man. But I really love how polished you are in regards to your music and artistry, man. And I just wanted to salute you on that, my brother.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I continue mission. I'm tapping in.
Tapping in.
Tapping in. Whew.
Let's go.
It's a big sounding track.
Oh, there. Self no more. Underdog make it. That's it. That's it. It just fades out with the hook. That's it, bro.
Nice. I'm a producer, man, so I stay to the end. I appreciate all of the musicality, man. I appreciate you. Like, that's it, man. I'm like, nah, that thing's still rocking, man. Nice. So what questions, you have? What questions, anything. What questions may you have? You know what I mean? Just in regards to moving forward, or
Well,
nice.
well, since you asked, now, honestly, bro, I really don't have a lot of questions, man. I just wanted to enjoy the moment right now. Just sitting here with you. I mean, obviously, Zoom, virtual reality type thing.
Right. No doubt. Right.
To vibe out, you know what I mean? Just, I'm the type of dude that don't really rehearse anything or nothing like that. It's more improv when it comes to like interviews,
Sure. Right.
Fans. But I got 2 or 3 questions, and okay. I left one question for the fans. You know what I mean? I told them, I said, look, this is the situation. If you guys were, because to me, it's like, it's groundbreaking, this interview, honestly, because of your status, you know what I mean? And your achievements, you know what I mean? And I salute you for that, King. So I was like, if I'm winning, we all winning. Right. So if you had the option to sit in this meeting, what would you ask? You know what I mean? If it was a Q&A. So I got that question. Dope. So me personally, it's what is the best approach? You probably get this a lot. What is the best approach when reaching out to a DJ or a producer of your stature? You know what I mean? Because I'm sure you get hit up with thousands of requests.
I think the first thing is just to take a humble approach. Introduce yourself the right way. Hey, Peace King, hey, whatever, however you want to view it. My name is such and such. I'm an artist. I got 3 albums out. We'll love to pick your brain. We'll love to send you a record. Just to kind of introduce yourself properly. You know what I mean? And if the opportunity presents itself where you can kind of be in a back and forth with an artist, a DJ, a producer as myself, a label head, a manager, an A&R, whatever that person may be, time is precious, man. Time is precious. So, I love the humble approach. I love when people respect my time and energy and space, and know what it is and just do the right thing. I personally hate the whole, I'm the best person. I'm the best artist out right now. Ain't nobody seeing me, because there's a level of, there's one thing to be confident, right? And there's another thing to be cocky, And now I will say you do need a certain amount of cockiness in order to go with the confidence to just walk in your artistry, whether that's an artist, whether that's a producer, or whatever, your area is. As an athlete, it's got to be some kind of cockiness and swag to it, but the cockiness to me can't overshadow the talent and the gift and the confidence, where, you're so cocky that when I hear the music or when I hear whatever your talent is, it don't add up. It ain't on the same level. Like you're up there with the cockiness and you down here with, with the level of focusness. I'm not into judging anyone's talent to say, hey, your talent is down here. No, it's just level of focusness or whether it being my cup of tea or what I like and appreciate as in an artist. So that's my thing. Be a man and woman of your word. Don't overplay, where it's like, hey, I got 12 records. Like, nah, man, it might be a moment where you have 1 record, or a moment where you have a half a record. So be prepared on that end, whether if a person is willing to give you 5 minutes, if a person is willing to give you 15, if a person is willing to give you 1 minute, you know what I mean? Use whatever time that's given wisely. Obviously, in a minute, you can't really play a record in a minute. So it might be the conversation. It might be, I got a minute to tell this person who I am, what I represent, why I'm about, and why they should rock with me. And you make that 1 minute the best minute you can possibly make. I remember having the same scenario with Puff years ago before I even became a hitman. He out in Harlem at Rucker at a basketball game, and I pulled up. I had a CD in my pocket, a beat CD in my pocket, and for some reason I'm like, don't give him the B CD, bro. Don't give him no B tape, man. It's a million producers and artists trying to do the same thing. So what can I do to stand out? And it was simple, bro. It was just me saying, hey, what's up? What up, Puff? My name is Amadeus, record producer. I love it. I'm passionate about it. You know, one day you're going to hear my name. That was it. And he looked, and he was like, all right, Playboy. And one thing he said, and I'll never forget it, was, it's a dope name, man. It's a dope name, Playboy. All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. Much love. God bless. And that was the exchange. And I walked away like, damn, I should have handed him the CD, man. I'm like, but in me, I felt he had Rucker. He outside. He got the Lambos out there. He ain't trying to listen to no music, bro. Not from me. He's vibing out, you know. And I never forget that, man. And then when I had that moment to sit in front of him where I was a hitman, you know, and I'm like, yo, man, you was in Harlem one day, man. I pulled up to you as a young kid and just, you know, told you my name. He's like, word? I'm like, yeah, man. And, you know, look where we at. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, wow, that's crazy how that works. So, yeah, that's the advice that I would give in regards to, you know, representing yourself and approaching someone. You know, just be mindful of the moment. Be mindful of where you are, and just make sure that whatever you do is the right timing for whatever that is. You know what I mean?
Word. I appreciate the story behind it too, man. That's dope. All right, real quick then. Let me see. So from what you've heard, what you've listened to so far, how can someone like myself continue to gain exposure to through certain platforms, you know, such as satellite radio and just different things of that nature? Right.
You got to do research. And I say that all the time. Even me, on the level that I'm on, I'm researching each and every single day, and it's a different lens because I'm a producer, right? So I'm researching from a lens of, okay, what artists are working, what artists are on, what artists are signed, who's doing this album, who's doing that album, right? So it's about being in the know. Yeah. So I use that same, you know, terminology for you as an artist of wanting that exposure, whether it's, you know, radio, whether it's, you know, interviews, whether it's you just tapping into, you know, artists and other artists and DJs and producers that can invest in you and want to be a part of what you're doing. So it's about knowing, like, do you know who the DJs are at SiriusXM? You know what I mean? Like, who are they? Like, how do you find that information? Yo, go to pull up, you know, SiriusXM on IG. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm going to right now. So hold on. So I'm going to SiriusXM right now, and this is shit I do. You know.
Oh, it's low seer. I mean,
you know, so, but there you go. So if you knowing who these people are, now is a moment of, okay, well, let me reach out. Let me reach out, whether it's me DMing them. Let me reach out, whether it's the email that's in their bio, you know, in regards to getting my records played, in regards to getting possible interviews as a new and up-and-coming artist. You know what I'm saying? These are all of the avenues that you got to take in order to be seen, in order to be heard, and not just go after DJs and music platforms, but go after bloggers as well. Go after blogs, go after websites that give artists like yourself, independent artists like yourself, opportunities for your records to be played, or for them to do a piece, you know, for you, you know, on that blog or on that website, man. And it's very important, which is something that you're already doing, is invested in yourself, man. The first thing people go is, oh man, I ain't paying for nothing, man. Oh nah. And it's like, bruh, like what out there in life is free? You know, can you go into a store and get the dopest fit for you and your kids, and then walk in there and say, I want this, and that, and it's fly shit, and you like, all right, bag it up, I'm out? Or do you have to pay for that? You got to pay for that. You know what I'm saying? You want, you know, your beard is clean as fuck right now. It's shaped up, it's lined up. You sit down at the barbershop, goddammit. Yo, give me a lineup. You know, that made me clear. You gonna get out the chip. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta plug in my companies.
You know, so it's like, bruh, everything is an investment. Everything costs. And obviously you can weed out the individuals and the sites that are trying to take advantage of people, right? Versus the ones that are really trying to help. You know, it shouldn't be $1 million to get a record played. Like, it shouldn't be, you know what I'm saying? So that's you using your discretion of seeing who really cares, like who really cares about the artist and the artistry. Okay, yes, we all trying to eat, we all trying to take care of our kids, our loved ones, but it's like you don't have to take advantage in order to be blessed and then be a blessing to someone else. You know what I mean? Which is why I created what I create. face to face, I was charging 150. So it's like, how dare I charge 150 when people are not even able to be face to face with me? Like, nah, slash that shit in half. You know what I'm saying? And I mean people where it's like, yo, bro, this is amazing. You should be charging a stack. You should be charging. I'm like, nah, bro, why? Like, it's not about, taking as much money as I can take from people, bro. This $75 pays the bill. This $75 allows me to go get gas. This $75 allows me to go food shopping. That's all I need, bro. I don't need to be charging people an arm or leg just to sit with me. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, really, really research and tap into what you want to do and accomplish. Reach out to those people. Listen, you may hear back from some. You may not. You may get a reasonable number. It might be something crazy, but that's for you to determine whether it's something that you want to do and you feel comfortable doing or not. That's for you to use that spirit of discernment to say, is it about the music? Is it about the art? Or is this about you sit back and collecting, or really trying to help people? You know what I'm saying? So again, research is very important. I was looking at your IG. You should be following way more people. Follow all them motherfucking DJs. Follow all them VJs. Follow all those blogs, because you never know. That follow, can turn into a follow back from a DJ, from a VJ in regards to, okay, let me check this king out, see what he got going. So if you don't try, if you don't put yourself out there and create an opportunity to be seen and heard, how do you know? And that still works for me to this day, where it's like there's some people that still don't know my name or know me as a producer, no matter how many plaques I got on my wall. And I still introduce myself to this day and don't allow my pride and ego to overtake me to not. It's like, oh, no, you should know. Nah, you know what? My name is so-and-so. And I get responses like, bro, I know who you are. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I'm not gonna assume, I'm not Timbaland, I ain't Pharrell, I'm Amadeus, I'm not trying to be them, but you get what I'm saying in regards to that star power. So I'm gonna humble myself. I'm gonna introduce myself. If you know, if you don't, it's an introduction. So that would be, my advice, on that side of things.
That's respect right there. Last final question.
No doubt.
Last final question. This is from Jason Keating. He submitted this question. He wants to know, how many times was you told no before you got to say yes? Not you, but say yes.
Man. Dude, I'll tell you this one story. I remember sending the game 60-something beats. And not at one time. Like, obviously strategically, like 10, 15 here and there, and it just kind of accumulated to that number. And this was years ago. And I remember sitting in the crib and I sent them a text. Yeah. And I was like, yo, man, like, damn, I done sent you like 60 joints, man. Like, you ain't hear nothing you like? He hit me back and he was like, nah, blood. I ain't hear that one yet. So I'm like, damn, like, what is it you're looking for? And he was like, hey, I can't even answer that. You know what I'm saying? It's just about, me hearing it, and I know that's the one, right? So in that moment, I had two choices. One choice, get in my feelings and be like, you know what? I ain't sending him nothing else, man. I didn't send you 60 joints, bro. It's something in there. You trying to tell me all 60 of those are trash?
Yeah.
And the other decision was, well, shit, I just finished this 15 piece. Let me send him this 15 piece, see what happens. And that was the approach, where I was like, yo, I just finished up the new BCD, 15 joints on there, sending it through, we'll see what happens. Sent it through, got a text from him in about an hour after sending it, after he listened to it. And he was like, hey, blood, I found it. You know what I mean? And mind you, it was the track I would at least expect him to pick that he picked. So I always tell that story in regards to no's, man. So that was like damn near 74 no's in that one moment from one person before, track 75 came and he actually said yes. So, that's one story, that's one scenario. I have a billion of how many times, I'm told no. And just from a different lens, right? As a producer, my job is, and you're an artist, so my job is to send you, tracks to the point where you're like, all right, Days, I got this one that I love. I'm gonna record this. you know, and I'm gonna put this on an album. You gotta think, bro. I'm sending hundreds and hundreds of tracks out every day to different artists that might be like, nah, I ain't really hear, or nah, I ain't really hear nothing. You know, nah, you know, so the level of no's that I have to deal with, I would say is probably greater than an artist or a person of that level because of the fact that I'm sending out hundreds of beats. So that's hundreds of no's, you know what I mean? So no's all day, but those no's, what's up? What's up? What's up? Gotta love the kids, man. My baby over here running around with an iPad somewhere. You saw her, right? You know, love the kids, man. Without them, man, we do this for them, man. We do this for them. But yeah, those no's, man, you know, can be discouraging in moments. I'll be alive. I didn't sit here and say it wasn't discouraging at moments, man. But, you know, you try to turn those into, you know, empowerment, you know, in moments of, okay, no doesn't necessarily mean I ain't got it. Or no doesn't necessarily mean I ain't dope. It could have been something that they didn't connect with at that moment. You know, so it's just about keep firing. And it's crazy that I'm using firing. Keep firing until you get that. Oh, that's dope. Oh, I like that right there. You know what I mean? So that would be, you know, my feedback on that question right there.
That's what's up, my brother. Hey, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know if you wanna ask me anything, man. But my biggest thing is, yo, when can we get started?
Hey,
you know
listen, I'm ready, man. Based off of what I heard, I got joints that you will love that a lot of artists are scared of because, you know, in order for you to, you know, to rap on these joints, man, you got to be talking that truth. You got to be talking that real. So like that last track you played, that's me all day. I got a bunch of those, like just sitting around waiting for somebody to be like, all right, I do justice to it, man. So now we can definitely have that convo. And again, you know, I'm very mindful, bro. Like, you know, regardless of the track record, regardless of the resume, you know, I treat each situation differently. Like I don't compare you or put you in the same, you know, same seat as a Chris Brown who has a label that's willing to shell out, you know, thousands of dollars. Like, I know this is coming out of your pocket. I know you are 100% independent artist, you know, so I definitely take that into account, man. So yeah, let's definitely talk offline. You know, this definitely, you know, if you want some Amadeus bangers, I definitely got some joints I know you would murder. So let's chop it up and figure out what's comfortable for you, what's comfortable for me, you know, and we'll lock in, bro. I'm down with that.
For sure. I
appreciate you, you know, sitting down with me, you know, chomping it up, allowing me to hear you out and respecting my opinion, respecting my ear, and respecting, you know, my advice, man. So I appreciate you, you tapping in with me today, man. And I'm after this is done, it's gonna convert, and then I'll just email you a down, like we transfer or whatever of this, and you can just have, and you can do whatever you want to do. I just want, you know, want these moments to be documented, you know what I mean, and for you to keep for your own, to show your kids, for you to refer back to, just a moment in life that, you know, that we had together, man. So thank you, my brother. I appreciate this, man.
Thank you, my brother. Peace, King. Peace and
Definitely.
blessings.
Peace and blessings. And that's talk, man. That's talk. I'm gonna send this to you, like I said, and you know, if get some tracks from me is something you want to do, man, let's chop it up and let's figure it out. I got you.
No doubt, no doubt.
All right, my brother. Blessings to you, man. Blessings to you and the family.
Blessings.
Blessings, King.
Peace.